What's up guys, Brennan here. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to learn the song All Eyes on Me by Bo Burnham. This is going to be an easy piano tutorial. We're going to take it step by step. I'm going to play a little snippet of what you're going to learn in the video today. All right, here we go. Okay, so now we're going to break down how to learn it. We're going to start with the left hand, which stays the same pretty much throughout the whole song. It does get a little more complicated as we go later in another video, but I'm just going to teach you the left hand progression here. So you're going to be playing what's called octaves, and what that means is you're hitting the same note down here and the same note up here. For example, this is B. So your hands are really going to have to stretch. And this does get easier as you practice piano and keep playing piano, but you do have to stretch quite a bit. So it's going to be B down here and B up here. You're going to play those at the same time once. Then you're going to keep that formation and you're going to move down here to F sharp. Down here and up here as well. I'm going to move my fingers just so you can see. Okay. Then you're gonna keep the same formation, move down here to C sharp, and then up one to D sharp. So just to go over that, it's B, F sharp, C sharp, D sharp. Then it starts over. That continues throughout this whole phrase. Now we're going to learn the right hand and then we're going to put this part together. So you're going to start with your three fingers kind of over on these three black notes. I'm going to play the first little section, then we're going to break down how to learn it. Okay, so that's A sharp, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, F sharp. So real slowly, you start at the top and you skip the middle on the last time. So that's A sharp, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, F sharp. One more time. A sharp, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, F sharp. Try that with me. Then you're going to do a little walk up. So you're going to move your thumb down here to C sharp. I'm going to play it through this next section. So you're hitting all the black keys here. So it's... And then you go back down to G sharp. So that's C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, G sharp. One more time. Okay, now let's put both of these sections together. Okay, try that with me one more time. That should be how it should sound at full speed. Let's do it one more time. Okay, now we're going to move on to learn the next section. Here we go. Okay, similar but different. So you're starting on this key now. So it goes like, nice and slow. One more time. Okay, now let's practice this whole section together. Here we go, from the top. A little tricky. Feel free if you need to pause the video and go over that section a few times until you have it down perfect. But we're going to go ahead and put both hands together for this next part. So, the beginning, you are just doing the left hand, and you do it through twice. So it's like this. Now you're going to come in on the right hand. So you're playing both hands at the same time now. And when you go to hit the B, should be when you start in the right hand. So it's going to be like this. Now you move, do the walk up, then you move again, so you play the last one when you hit this note. Okay, let's go over that a few more times because it's a little tricky. Nice and slow. Switch in the left hand. Move. That's when you do this one. Okay, let's go over it again. Now, for the pedal part on this song, if you're unfamiliar with the piano pedal and how that works, I have a video on my channel, which you can check out right here. So for the pedal in this song, you are going to lift off the pedal and push back down every time you move in the left hand. So what I mean by that is you push down on the pedal before you play. Now, right when you hit this key, you're moving in the left hand, right? Right when you hit this key, you need to lift and push back down. There should be no delay in it. So it's going to be like this. Lift, push back down. Lift, push back down. Lift, push back down. It should be right when you're pressing the key. So like this. It's going to take a little bit of practice. But just know that whenever you're moving, that's when you lift off the pedal and push it back down, okay? All right, so we're gonna go over this next section with both hands nice and slow from the top, and then we're gonna move on to the next part here. Here we go. Now we're going to learn the next part. So the left hand, good news, stays exactly the same. So the only thing that changes for this next section is the right hand. So I'm going to play it through once, then we're going to learn it. Okay, so it's very similar, but just a tad bit different than the part that you already learned. So you're going to start with your fingers in this little 3 black key region, but instead of going down like you did in the beginning, you're actually going to go up. And what I mean by that is initially you went like this, back down to this one, but instead it's going to be like this. Okay, so you start up here. One more time. So that's A sharp, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C sharp. And then you do the same walk up through all the black keys like we learned before. So it's like this. Now, the only part that's different is this next section here. I'm going to play it through. Before, you went like this. So instead, you're just going up. So it's going to be like this. Start on this note. Let's go through it one more time. One more time, starting on this one. So all together, the second section is gonna be this. Okay, let's go through that one more time, and then we're gonna put both hands together. Okay, now let's put both hands together for this second section. Okay, so for this last section here, you move in the right hand when you play the B. So when you're going like, when you go, that's when you come in the left hand. So I'll show you what I mean nice and slow. Switch. Switch in the left hand. So that's one more time. Okay, let's go through that phrase again. Switch. Switch. Okay, now this next part, the left hand stays the same again. The right hand is what changes. So we're going to go ahead and learn the next part here in the right hand and then put both together. All right, here we go. I'm going to play it through once and we're going to learn it. Okay, so here's the right hand. All right, a little tricky. Here we go. The best way to learn this little part is to memorize it instead of going over each note. It can the melody gets lost if I'm like F sharp, G sharp, G sharp, F sharp, and it's hard to hear the actual melody of it. We're just gonna play through it nice and slow and memorize it that way. So here we go. You're gonna start with your pointer finger here on F sharp. And it's gonna be like this. So, try that one more time. Then it goes down here to C sharp. So So it's C sharp, then you jump up to A sharp, and then you do G sharp. So it's like this. So from the top, it's try that again. Okay, one more time. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next part here. This is the same as we just learned. Okay, then it goes. So it's another kind of walk down, but you're starting on C sharp, then you jump up here to A sharp, and you go. Then you go down to F, and then D sharp. Let's go over that again. Okay, so let's practice this second section all together. Okay, now let's put both of these parts in the right hand together. Then we're going to try it with both hands. Okay. All right. So now let's put both hands together. Here we go. So this time, instead of playing it at the same time as B, the timing is a little bit different. So let's just try it nice and slow and put both hands together. So you go here first. Okay. Then you move before you hit the next key in the right hand. So it's like this. Note is when you start over, and that's at the same time. So this timing is a little tricky, but we're just going to go over it multiple times, and if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments below. So here we go. This one first on its own, then you move before you hit the next one, because remember the first section here is, so before you hit that last, you have to move in the left hand. So it's like this. Move, 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 okay, let's go over it again. Move in the left hand. Now you move. Move again. Then these at the same time. Okay, let's go over it one more time. Move in the left hand. Move. 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 Okay. So without me saying move, it should sound like this. All right. Okay, now we're going to move on and learn the next part. Here we go. I'm going to play, the left hand stays the same, like we learned earlier. But the right hand changes, so I'm going to play it through, then we're going to learn that. So it starts off the same, like we learned. Then you go. So that's just like we learned. So it's like this. Now here's where it changes. You do this. So we're going to play it through. have your thumb here in C sharp, jump up to A sharp and G sharp. And you're gonna do that 3 times. So it's gonna be like this. Once, 3rd time, and then you're gonna go. So that's 1, 2, 3, G sharp, F sharp. Okay, a little tricky, let's put it all together. Now you do it the 3 times. Okay, let's try it again. So let's put both hands together for this section. Now, when you start the 3, when you go 1, 2, 3, you need to be playing this first part, C sharp here, at the same time as you're playing C sharp in the left hand. So let's go through that nice and slow, starting from the top. Now we go, same time. Now on the 3rd time, you move. And that's when you go back up to B. So let's go through that again one more time. Same time. Move in the left hand. Okay, so now we're going to go into the next part in the right hand. The left hand stays the same, just like we learned. The only thing that's different is the timing of when you come in the right hand. Okay, so this phrase repeats 4 times, so it's going to be like this. So you're playing this twice, and you go here and you walk up and back to this one. So it's twice, down, and you're going to repeat this 4 times. So it's going to be like this. 2nd time, 3rd time, 4th time. Okay, so we're going to put both hands together here. And the timing is a little tricky, so let's just break this down, putting both together. So you do this right before you start in the right hand. So it's... Then you move before you do the 2nd time. Move. The move. Okay, a little tricky. Let's do that again. Move. 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 All right, guys, so that is all we're going to learn in today's video. Definitely stay tuned for part 2 of this song, All Eyes on Me by Bo Burnham. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully my video was helpful to you all. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do new videos just like this one every single week. Piano covers, tutorials, original songs, and I do take requests. So feel free to drop those in the comments below. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.